What is going on, everybody, and welcome to today's video with me, your friendly neighborhood pirate warways. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 methods to help you get a bond on your Ironman while playing your Ironman that actually help your Ironman progress while being able to take some items, trade them off to your main, and be able to purchase a bond on that. So let's get right into it. So the first method that I'm going to be showing you here is the shallow gem mining. So now with all of the gems, so this is your sapphires, your emeralds, your rubies, your diamonds, your opals, your jades, and your topazes, you'll make somewhere about 550k GP per hour, saying you were to sell those in their uncut form just straight to the GE. Now, obviously, with an Ironman, things like sapphires, emeralds, rubies, diamonds, and topazes are something that you want to keep normally. There's stuff that'll help you. You can make them into bolts, into jewelry, super good for crafting XP. So normally for those you want to keep. But for the opal and jade, you don't really need that many of them. Once you have like 100 or 200 of them, the rest of them you can just trade off. So if you were to do this every hour, you'd make only 72k GP trading off the opal and jade. But this is around 50k mining experience per hour, so it is really good for mining experience. Plus you get a bunch of crafting experience from the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, diamonds, and jades, topazes that you'll keep. So if you can stomach it and do it, you can just trade over the opal and jade. If you can do the however many hours you need to do for a bond, this is like fairly good if you're going for 99 mining. However, if you would like to, if you are planning on doing, for example, charter ships or making battle salves or something to 99 crafting, or whatever crafting level you're going to, or you've already hit that crafting level and you don't want to go any further, but you do want to get your mining up, or you just need to get a bond, you can trade over all of the gems and still get that 50k mining experience per hour. So it's still helping you, it's still benefiting you. You just won't get the gems. You'll make around 550k GP per hour there. But if not, if you're just going to trade over your opal and jade, you'll make about 72k per hour, which, yeah, it's not that much, but at least it's something, and it does help your account out a lot. The gems and mining experience will help a ton, so let's get into actually how to do this. Okay, so the things that you will want for this method is the Scrollz gloves 3 or 4. These are very good to have here because they give you access to the bottom of the shallow mine here. So the Scrollz gloves 3 and 4, very important. Gem bag, not as important, but does help a lot. You can put inside of it the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds, so it'll make it so you have to bank less often. And the amulet of glory, again, not required, but does help as it helps you get those higher tier gems, so less opals, jades, and more higher tier gems. So it's just nice to have. So yeah. So for the gear that I bring here, I just bring full prospector. You don't have to have prospector. If you don't have it, don't bring it. It's just a little bit more experience per hour. It's just what it is. Amulet of Glory, we already spoke about that. Rune pick, any cape really, the Scrollz gloves 3, and the Ring of Wealth. I don't think the Ring of Wealth does anything. I just bring it because I don't have anything else to put in that slot, so why not? So simply, you'll just want to go into the bottom of here. This is why that you want the gloves, because one, you can just teleport straight to here. 2, you have this massive mine down here, and normally you can find a world very easy. There's not many people that do this method. Normally people do the super AFK motherload mine, but honestly this really isn't that bad. You just wait and you just click. You can easily watch your movie, play another account, watch like a Twitch stream or something, watch YouTube, and do this. It's really not that hard. As I said, it's around 48 to 50k experience in mining per hour, so it's really good mining. Plus, it's some pretty good crafting experience if you're going to craft the gems, and some pretty good money if you're going to trade the monies off. So, as you can see here, I'm getting opals, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, blah, blah, blah. So, whenever I have a full inventory, I can just click on my gem bag, and then it'll take all of the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds, put them inside of there, and I can just keep mining until whenever I have a full inventory. And then when I have my full inventory, I can just run over to this deposit chest. Normally what I like to do is just go around in this kind of circle here, around the gem mine, and end up somewhere around there when I have a full inventory, run over to this deposit chest, just deposit everything, just click deposit. I think I'm going to deposit my gem bag just because I don't have my bank properly set up. But yeah, if you just leave spaces, if you just have one of each gem and then just fill up your bank with placeholders, then you can just click deposit here. You'll still keep your gem bag, and then just keep running around. Super easy to do, some very good GP, especially if you want to trade over the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds. That's up to you, but even if anything, you're still getting a lot of mining experience. 50k mining experience is not bad whatsoever for that skill. And of course, higher mining level, the better you're going to do here. Plus, if you have a dragon pickaxe, do bring that, but I don't because I haven't actually gone and gotten one yet, so I'm just using my rune one, which still isn't that bad. I'm still getting, I'm still easily competing with that 48,000 to 50k experience mark with this rune pick, so it's really, I'm not even that bad whatsoever. Okay, so this next method here is something that most people, if they don't know about, they hopefully do every single day just on an Ironman, which is doing your daily battle staves. Now, at my current Varrock diary, which is hard, which is not really that hard to get, the elite one is kind of far out there, but the hard one most people could probably strive to or get. You can buy 60 battle staves for 420,000 GP, and if you were to make them into air battle staves and then high elk them, you will make about 138,000 GP. So what you can do is you can go and make the battle staves, make the orbs, charge the orbs, make the cosmic runes, charge the orbs, make the battle staves, high elk the battle staves. You'll make about 138,000 GP every day that you do this. You can then take the money, the 420k, give it back to yourself, have all that crafting experience, rune crafting experience, magic experience that you just straight up profit, and then take that 138,000 GP and give it over to your main. If you do this for every 14 days that you need a bond, you'll make just over 1.9 mil. So that is not bad. That is a good solid chunk of the bond. Boom, done by just doing the simple thing once every day. It takes not that long at all, maybe 10-15 minutes total to do, and as I said, it does give it's making air battle staves, so it does need a semi-high crafting level to do, but it's something that you'll want to strive for either way. You'll want to be doing because it's a lot of free experience. It's easy crafting experience, which is not something very easy to come by on an Ironman. So it is something very, very nice to do. Plus 1.9 mil, that is a huge chunk of that bond. Boom, gone by hardly doing anything each day. And obviously, if you don't have the hard, then just, if you have the medium, then just half the number, so you'll make about 1 mil. If you have the easy, you'll make about 500k, and if you have the elite, you'll make about 4 mil, which is just straight up the bond. So if you can strive to get that elite done, Varrock Elite Diaries done, then you can get the 120 each day, and you can just straight up make your bond, boom, like that, and you're done. Okay, and for this next method, I don't actually know how to show it, so I'm just gonna have a bunch of clue scroll items equipped, a bunch in my inventory, and an easy clue scroll to try and hint at. This next one is clue scrolls. These are really nice to do on Ironman. Obviously, you'll want to do mediums to get your ranger boots. You want to do them for high alchables, for clue scroll, for other clue scroll items that you need, for god pages, for the god books. They're really nice to do. Again, bunch of high alchables, and items like these. For example, if you get a Zamrock Dead body, that's really nice. But for example, I have 2 of them, so I can trade one off to my main for 415k. I can't give you a defined amount that you'll make because no one can tell you how much you're going to make of clue scrolls each hour. It's just dependent on your luck. For example, let's say you do a bunch of medium clues and you get 2 ranger boots, and you do 300 clues, you get 2 ranger boots. Then boom, you can trade off 1 pair for, what is it, around like 37 mil right now. So it all depends on what items you get. If you're going for god books, let's say you're going for like a Zami god book, because that's really nice to have, or an ancient god book, an Armino god book, you're going to get duplicate pages. You're probably going to get duplicate pages. So those you can trade off. This one I can't give you a decent, can't give you an exact amount on, but it's a really nice thing to do on your account. Get it done, get those requirements for those. It's a nice thing to, if you don't have a goal in mind, try to just do clue scrolls. Any requirements that you need on the way, get them done. For example, something nice to do. Plus you can get some pretty cool items, help you pay for bonds. That's about all I can say on that. Okay, and our last method here is really dependent on your account. Now this will be doing barrows. Barrows is a great money-making method on mains, and it can also be one on Ironman, for example. If you're going for, let's say, full Guthans, chances are you're not just going to get all the Guthans pieces that you need, just like spear, helm, body, legs, oh, I'm done, right? Chances are you're going to get a bunch of other items, plus the chances are you're going to get a bunch of duplicate items. So other than barrows, because you're probably going to bring barrows out into the wilderness if you're going to do something like bosses like Callisto or something like those, depending on what methods you do. Those ones you might want to keep in case somehow you get skull tricked or something and you lose them. But for example, Guthans, DH, Carol's, Arms, those are high-priced items that chances are you're going to get multiple of. You're gonna if you're trying to get every single barrows item, or you're just trying to get full Arams, full Carols, a Darok set, a Guthan set, and a Varrock set, because who wants Torags? Chances are you're gonna get a bunch of other items. These items sell for a nice bit of GP. Plus, if you do, it's not as efficient, but if you go and you get bolt racks as well, those you can sell as well. They can make a nice bit of profit. Plus, the amount of runes that you get from barrows, you're not going to need all those runes, so you can sell a bit of them too. So I'm not going to do some in-depth barrows guide here. I have barrows guides actually up on the channel already, so if you just want to check my other videos, you can see I have a barrows guide up on there. I'm just going to show you roughly what I use and the general gist here. So I use the Slayer Helm because it is pretty nice. You can use a Netis not Helm if you don't have the Slayer Helm Eye, but it does give you some good defensive stats and doesn't really hurt your mage or range that much. You do not need to have a bunch of mage. I know a lot of people saying in the comments, oh, you don't need to have mystics, you can use barrows, you can use rune or something. I just like to use it because I find that with my gear not being the top of the line stuff, I still don't hit the greatest, and when you start, I have 73 prayer. The bosses that I'm going to, like the brothers, sorry, that I'm going to need to pray for, so your Daroks, your Carols, stuff like that, I'm going to have prayer up. I don't need those 2 inventory spaces. Even if it's just for me feeling good, I like to have the Mystic on, just because it makes me, I feel like it makes me hit better, so that's why I bring it. You don't have to bring it though. You can have negative mage and actually hit perfectly fine on the brothers. They don't have very high mage defense at all, so you can easily just take the rune on, and boom, I still have positive in mage, but I like to have the mystics. I find that it helps, and honestly, by the time that I get to where I would need to tank without overheads, I've already done most of the brothers, and then I can trade over for that for like the last kill, so that is why I bring Mystics. Book of Darkness, obviously, because I have it, so that's what I bring. Bring whatever shield slot or whatever you have best. If you hear a vacuum in the background, sorry, parents vacuuming. Amulet of Fury, that's what I have. If you have a Glory, just bring that. Samrock Cape, super easy to get. Trident of the Seas, this is going to help a lot, obviously, if you have the 75 mage and you have the 87 to get the Trident, the 87 Slayer to actually get the Trident itself. It would help a lot. If not, just use Iban's Blast, something like that. It's not like it's huge. Honestly, it is actually pretty huge. I would say grind up Trident of the Seas before you do your barrows grind. It's something that'll help your count out a lot, but it is up to you if you want to use the Iban's Blast. It's still not the worst thing ever. Barrows gloves, obviously best gloves to have that I can get on my account, and they're something good to do because quests. Mystic boots, you can take like dragon boots or something. Again, same with the Mystic body and top. I just like to have the Mystic on for that. And then Ring of Wealth because I don't have any other kind of rings. In my inventory, I have a rune switch so that when I am in the catacombs or if I run out of prayers onto brothers, I can switch over to that for defense. I have a Arty Cloak, 2 because I don't have a better one, or a Fire Cape yet. I'm lazy. Dragon Offender, Dragon Boots. These are just be able to hit harder with either the whip or the dragon dagger, depending on what brother or what I'm killing in the catacombs, plus to be able to tank with, so that's just why I bring that. Plus I bring D-Hide so that I can kill Arms in case he's my last brother, then I can use that in the in the underneath part, but if I'm killing him in his tomb, then I should have prayer, so it doesn't really matter that much. I normally just stick one with the mystics because like the rune, the D-Hide or the Mystic don't change like my attack stats at all, so normally I'll just keep those on, just change over, get my cloak on, my defender on, my dragon boots on, and just try and spec him out, because I will kill Daroks using mage, Carol's doing mage, Arams using melee, and then the other 3 brothers using mage, and then I'll just bring the whip in case I kill anything in the underneath. So that I can get some bolt racks, because bolt racks, they aren't the most efficient thing to do, and most people would say, oh, no, you don't need to get the bolt racks. It takes a couple more seconds, you get some bolt racks, you get a little bit more runes, and you can trade those over for some money, so why not? And then in the inventory, just a spade, ring of dueling, prayer potion, and it would be nice if you have the Arceus spellbook so you can use the Barrows teleport. That is very, very helpful. Now, for the runes that you'll get death runes, blood runes, chaos runes, and mine runes. You'll get, obviously, a bunch of mine runes, because mine runes are super cheap, not really anything useful, so you get a bunch of them. Chaos runes in your next best, and then your bloods and deaths, you get a fair few from. It'll pay for any shrine charges easily, or any Iban staff charges, depending on how efficient your account is at the time of doing it. But for example, as you can see here, I've bought myself the Onyx for this Amulet of Fury. I still have 60,000 Chaos Runes. I don't use Chaos Runes for anything other than charging the Shrine of the Seas, but that takes a 1 Chaos Rune to 1 Death Rune ratio. So you're going to get a ton of Chaos Runes that, other than selling for Taco to buy Onyxes, you're not really going to need them for anything. I don't have them like normal spellbook up here, but you don't use them for barrages, and if you do, you only use a couple of them. You don't use any spells that use Chaos Runes, because you use Trident, which uses 1 Chaos Rune, but then again 1 Chaos Rune to 1 Death Rune, so you're not, the amount of Death Runes that you get is significantly less the amount of Chaos Runes. You don't really have, like, you're never going to be like hard off for Chaos Runes, and I think they're only like 90 GP if you buy them from the store, so they're not that much at all. So as you can see here, this is doing tons of barrows. This is spending, I guess it was like 20 plus K of these to buy a uncut Onyx. I still have 6 mil worth of them. Plus then I have mine runes here. Mine runes, they're only like 40 each, but they're still like, boom. I think I've done like somewhere around 300 or so, maybe 300 to 400, somewhere around there, barrows chests. I have almost 150k mine runes. So all in all, just these runes alone are 6.5 mil. That's, what, like a bond and a half right now? That's not including any of the items that you get. So barrows is honestly the best way to pay for your bonds on an Ironman. Do barrows. You're doing barrows, which you need to do. You're getting death runes, blood runes, which like you'll want if you do barrage tasks. You're getting the barrows items. You're getting a little bit of experience. It's not even that hard to do. It's just an all-around a great thing to do. Plus, you're going to make a lot of money. If you get, for example, an Arm's robe top, I think that's about like 1.5 mil right now. That's in a chest. Boom, you've paid most of your bond off. You should get, what is it? I think it's a 1 in 16 chance to get a item. You should be able to get an item then every 2 hours. So if you do this for 4 to 6 hours, boom, you have your bond paid off. So if you literally do this a half an hour to an hour every day, you have your bond paid off. It's great to do. Yeah, barrows is just great for an Ironman who's willing to pay for his bond. There's nothing much else I can say. And I would just like to thank you all for watching the video here today. Hopefully it did help you. If it did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching the video.